What's up, everyone? Welcome to VFX. I appreciate y'all stopping through. Vibe with me real quick and let's talk about what I have come across on this internet. So, VA news popped up on my timeline. I know I am no military veteran. I have not been in the military, and shout out to everyone who has served their country. Much love, much respect. With that being said, I also want to go into the whole, I think it's appalling how this country treats our military, treats our veterans. I think it's really fucking appalling. I mean, the fact that these people have went out, sacrificed their life for our country, and yet for you to go somewhere and see someone who's a veteran, homeless, on the street, literally struggling, like, from that point on, I don't care what mental, what emotional, physical, I don't care. It's the fact that this person literally chose to serve their country, and this is how the country repays them. I feel like if you're a veteran and you served your country should be there for you better than how the fuck it is. That's just what it comes down to. But let's get into this. So, the headline: more service members eligible for benefits after VA amends character of discharge barriers. Now, I would love to hear from my veterans in the comments below. But I feel like this is, after reading it, I feel like this is something that if you are a veteran or you know someone that's a veteran, and they're discharged and due to the discharge, they was unable to get VA benefits because they was discharged. So, and I know a lot of veterans, you know what I'm saying? And I know some that was discharged, and they are unable to get benefits. So I thought about those people, and I was like, it's a lot of people out there who have served, but because of the discharge, you know, they was unable to get benefits. So this goes into that. Hold up. Let me do not disturb on. So, VA is implementing a new regulation regarding character of discharge determinations, allowing more former service members to become eligible for VA benefits regardless of their military discharge. Now, generally, to receive VA benefits and services, a former service member's character of discharge must be under other than dishonorable conditions, e.g., under honorable conditions or general. However, while VA cannot change the discharge status provided by the Department of Defense, I reiterate, the VA cannot change the discharge status provided by the Department of Defense. VA is required to make a determination on eligibility for VA benefits for all individuals who received a dishonorable discharge. So now we go down to understanding VA benefits, character of discharge. When VA receives a claim from a former service member, it reviews their character of discharge to determine if they meet basic requirements to be eligible for VA benefits. Any discharge under honorable conditions satisfies the character of discharge requirement for basic eligibility. However, certain types of discharges and certain circumstances may prevent an individual from receiving benefits. These claims require an additional review to determine eligibility for benefits. So now, what are the new changes? The new regulation expands access to care and benefits for certain former service members by eliminating the regulatory bar for homosexual acts involving aggravating circumstances or other factors affecting the performance of duty, defining the circumstances under which the willful and persistent misconduct bar will apply, creating what they say compelling circumstances exemptions for the statutory bar of absent without leave, AWOL, of 180 days or more, and regulatory bars of moral turpitude and willful and persistent misconduct. So now they're saying these changes make the character of discharge process more objective and lead to more consistent adjudication of claims. These modifications are the first of its kind in over 4 decades. So that's why I felt like this is something that was worth talking about, because if these modifications are something that is the first of its kind in 4 decades, then that in over 4 decades, then in that over 4 decades, you got a lot of service members out here who, and then probably from way back when, that was discharged, and it might not have been a dishonorable discharge, but they might have been discharged. So I feel like that shit makes a difference, especially again if you are a veteran, you have served your country, and you was discharged. And again, even if it was considered a dishonorable discharge, you now can go back and reapply to see, guess what, could you still possibly qualify for VA benefits. So now these modifications are the first of its kind in over 4 decades and will increase the number of former service members found eligible for certain VA benefits based on determinations of honorable service for VA purposes. So now what does the changes mean? This VA character of discharge determination does not change the Armed Forces characterization of service. It has no effect on the former service member's military discharge status. I repeat, this VA character of discharge determination does not change the Armed Forces characterization of service and has no effect on the former service member's military discharge status. VA's determination is for VA benefits and services eligibility purposes only. So, VA claims processors are now processing character of discharge determinations with a more objective view. So if you believe your discharge falls under any of the updated criteria or a compelling circumstance may affect your discharge, we encourage you to apply for VA care and benefits today. They also said VA also invites our former service members who previously received a negative character of discharge determination from VA. And they want you to submit VA Form 21-0995, and it's a decision review request supplemental claim. Once received, claim processors will reevaluate the claimant's record using the new guidance. VA encourages former service members who received an unfavorable discharge to apply for VA care and benefits today. So, I just felt like this was a good article that it was a good little article that popped up in my timeline, and I was like, I know veterans, let me see what they talking about. It's older artists, like this, y'all see it says October 1st, 2024. So it's an old article, but when it popped up in my timeline and it caught my vision, my attention, I was like, you know what, this sounds like something other people should hear about in the event they don't know and they are uninformed. Well, courtesy to your girl VFX, consider yourself informed. I will be leaving a link to this article, news.va.gov, in the description below, so you can click on it. And they do have links in place in the article where you can click on and go check out further for more information or what forms you need or what info you need. You will find it there on that site. But let your girl know how she did in the comments below. If you found this information useful, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications. Your girl is trying to get them that watch time. That watch time and them 1,000 subscribers, your girl trying to get it. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. What's up, everyone? Welcome to VFX. I appreciate y'all stopping through. Vibe with me real quick and let's talk about what I have come across on this internet. So, VA news popped up on my timeline. I know I am no military veteran. I have not been in the military, and shout out to everyone who has served their country.